So I completed the Prince of Egypt in 1491, which is probably the fastest that anyone has done. So the Prince of Egypt requires you to start as Florence and then form Egypt. But forming Egypt has a admin tech 20 requirement. So the question is, how did I do it in 1491 when my admin tech is 5, right? So this is me. This is my overlord. And this is Florence. So I'll go over the time lapse and then talk about the theory. So I started as Florence, this guy. Then I first consolidated my strength. All I did was conquer these two provinces. I was considering conquering Genoa as well for the income, but it turns out that wasn't necessary, and it was just much more effort than it was. Then around this point, I looked into attacking the Mamluks. Probably soon. And when I attacked the Mamluks, I called in the Ottomans, but they didn't take any land, which really sucks. Then I truce break Mamluks 4 times, and you saw me release Mamluks. Now I'm playing as Mamluks. And before I play as Mamluks, I ruined my country. I released a bunch of vassals, and then I removed myself from the HRE to make the independence war trivial. Then now I'm Mamluks. And then I have to wait to get the independence war. And once I go through the independence war, I then attack this guy. And done. So I'm going to go over the theory. But first of all, one quick background. If you start as Florence, you'll see that the Prince of Egypt achievement is available. If you don't start as Florence, you won't even see this. But it turns out if you start as something, and then you do a release and play as, so that is this button here. If you release and play as, it still counts as if you're continuing that playthrough, which is why me releasing and play as twice works. So I'm just going to go over the theory in normal mode. It turns out there's a little... it's not fully clear to me yet, but I did do some investigation. There is some certain things that guide the exact condition for separatists. So, first of all, as Florence, I'm going to annex Mamluks. That's essentially what I did. It took me 1475-ish. Okay, and first thing you'll notice is that you have Mamlukian separatists for all the Egyptian culture land. And probably a bit more, maybe this guy too. Yeah, because there are no non-Mamlukian cores. So once you release and play as Mamluks, remember at this point you still technically have the achievement as an option. And then you'll see that if I were to cause unrest to myself, say, give myself negative stability by Nossi being someone, you'll see that these are Mamlukian peasants. That makes sense because it's your primary culture and you're the only one who has a core there. That being said, if I say integrate these guys, okay, and now I can flip my culture. So now I no longer have Egyptian as a primary culture, but they're still in my accepted culture. So let's demote them. Okay. And if you let them disable AI to make speed 5 faster. And you see that now we have Egyptian separatists. Even though they require Tech 20 formation, you can still have them exist just by becoming Mamluks and flipping out of Egyptian culture. Now all you have to do is cause this revolt to spawn. And once it spawns, you can now release and play as... well, I need to get my independence first, and then I can release and play as Egypt. See? Oh. There. It didn't give a core because I had a fort here. But if they move, or... Oh no, they had a fort here. Oh my god. There. This one. Boom. Egypt has a core. And that's how this run works. Pretty cool, right?